Day one on the Collegiate Loop, my backpacking, fishing, and gold panning journey. Thanks for joining. Hey everybody, this is Brandon. I'm at like mile 0. I just started walking on the Colorado Trail and the Collegiate Loop. I just hit a shady spot, so I know it's really bright back there in the background, but I'm gonna be joining you guys more and more often. I'm leaving today to hike the Collegiate Loop. It's 160 miles all the way around the Sawatch range here in Colorado. I got 6 or 7 days of food in my backpack, fly fishing gear, gold pans, ready to go. All right, you guys, peace. All right, here's a snapshot of day one. That green circle's the Interlocken Trailhead where I started, and the red circle where I put in camp up at 10,800 feet. This is a screenshot from the Gulch app or Atlas Guides. It's called both. It's a phone navigation app I'm going to use the whole time I'm hiking. Yeah, this is awesome. September 11, 20-year anniversary today. I'm happy to be out here. These colors are beautiful, unreal. Look at that. Yeah, unreal. Yeah, buddy, here we go. Look at that. Heck yeah. Walking. I'm like mile 2, mile 3 of Collegiate West, section 1. Yeah! That over there is Mount Elbert, highest 14er in Colorado. Yeah! Oh man, it's been a good year. Look at all these rose hips. These are delicious. Like more vitamin C than an orange. Look at them all up there. Rose hips everywhere. Yeah! All right, folks, this is gonna be our first creek to test. I've been walking for 2 hours. I need to stop and fill up water also. Looks like it's got potential, yeah! I'm gonna do a few sample pans in this stream, but first I'm gonna fill up some water. There's a lot of water this year in Colorado, so I don't carry very much. This is a 750 milliliter bottle. I filled it more or less full, and I treat my water with a couple of drops of bleach. So I don't know if you look close, but I put either 2 or 3 drops of bleach in there. And now it's time to do a couple of sample pans. I don't have that much of a digging tool here with me, just this small garden trowel. So I can't dig deep and I can't dig a lot. Now, quite honestly, like these little creeks and rivers in the backcountry, I need there to be good gold if I'm interested in going back there. So a small sample, and right on top is not too bad. There's going to be a bunch of creeks along the way that if I had a big shovel and dug deep and took a lot of samples, I'd probably find a little bit of fly poop, some gold, but I'm hoping to find a good one. What I'm using here, 2 different tools. The blue one is a gold pan. Most folks know the way that works. That green is a 1/2 inch classifier. That means a 1/2 inch sieve. So I put everything I dug up in there, I washed everything smaller than a ½ inch into the pan, and then I put my eyeballs on all that big stuff. You never know what you might see, and looking at the mineral composition of those bigger rocks can give you some clues what kind of rocks and minerals are in the drainage. For those that have not seen gold panning before, it's pretty simple. You put some water in the pan and you shake, and that stratifies things. Light stuff on top, heavy stuff on the bottom, and gold is really heavy. Much heavier than everything else. So you put the light stuff on top, wash it away, so there's just like a spoonful left. And then you spread out that last spoonful of the heavy stuff. Check and see if you found any gold. Better look close, gold's tiny. You can see I'm looking really close and really thoroughly here. There's no big pieces of gold in the pan, but at this level of sampling, I'm just looking for a binary yes or no, and this one was a no. But I'm looking so close because even 1 or 2 pieces of gold the size of baking flour from your kitchen, we actually call that gold flour gold. That would be a binary yes. Yes, there's gold in this creek. That's really what I'm after as I test while I take this walk around. Just a yes or no. Time to pack up and get on the road. I'm excited to do some fishing on this trip. As you can see, some gold panning, but I've got 160 miles to walk. Most people that go through hiking, they don't stop and spend 30 minutes an hour here and there gold panning and fly fishing, but I'm gonna fit that into my days because I like it, I enjoy it, and I can get my miles done with these breaks during the day. Time to take the pack and get back on the trail. All right, it might be noisy with the water. First creek tested. No luck. On to the next. Mile or two up the trail, I'm making the turn to go up Willis Gulch to Hope Pass. This is one of the biggest climbs on the trail, and I'm here on my first day. So I think I'm going to go halfway up and split this into 2. I'd recommend this as a way to get started on the Collegiate Loop. Start at Interlocken and go halfway up to Hope Pass on day 1. There's killer camping up there. All right, hey y'all. I'm at like 10,600 feet, headed up Little Willis Gulch to Hope Pass. And a lot of y'all, if you're familiar with Colorado, you'll be interested to know what I am crossing right here. I'll turn the camera around so you can get a better look. All right, what we have here is the Cache Creek ditch. It contours around this hillside and goes, I don't know, maybe like 5 miles, maybe even further until it meets Lake Creek, way up there above Twin Lakes. So here's the trail. Here's the Cache Creek ditch. It's hard to tell, but they did a significant amount of work to do this. It might be 5 miles more up to Lake Creek, and then from here, contouring around the hillside, my guess is it is 7 or 8 miles from here to Cache Creek. All right, y'all, be well. My gold prospecting followers will know that Cache Creek is Colorado's premier public access placer mining area. That's me breathing hard because I've climbed up to 10,800 feet, 5.3 miles into the Collegiate West. So I am going to camp. Instead of going all the way up to Hope Pass on day 1, I'm going to take a short day. on day one, and there's great camping up here. For those of you that follow the details and use gut hook, this is mile 5.3, 0.4 miles past the big ditch at an elevation of 10,860 feet, and there's a perfect water source 50 yards from this campsite where I'm setting up. Splits up the climb to Hope Pass just about in half. Yeah, that good mountain water. This is what camp setup looks like every night. Get into camp, find a spot, go get some water if I need it right away, set up the tent, get the sleeping stuff set up, put out my cooking gear, and then I'll change clothes after camp is set up if I want to camp. On mild nights like this, I keep on my hiking clothes so that they'll dry out as I'm cooking dinner. Alright, it's dinner on night one. Yeah, about to have some dinner. I stopped early today and I got started. I didn't get started till like noon, or actually it's like 12:45, 1 o'clock. It's maybe 5:30 now. I don't mind. I'm about halfway up the Hope Pass. I did about 7 or 8 miles and 1,600 feet of uphill today. So now I'm gonna have some dinner. Yeah, and I'll go up, top out Hope Pass, and go over to Clear Creek tomorrow. All right. I didn't put any music in here at the end because I want you guys to have an idea of how quiet, how peaceful it is settling into camp at evening time in the mountains. So nice.